upon a time, there lived a man named Hamid. This he was a farmer. He owned a farm and he had orchards, grain, field, and gardens. He was a wealthy and contented man. Contented because he was wealthy and because he was contented. Only one day he was visited by a priest. When the priest came, who was wise, from the east, the priest did not sit anywhere but he sat next to the fire. He sat only next to the fire. He said, the Almighty thrust a finger into the fog and slowly turned it round and round, increasing the speed until it gradually became a ball of fire. Then he said, the ball of fire rolled throughout the universe, burning its way through other cosmic fog bags and condensing the moisture until it fell in floods of rain and upon its surface, which cooled the outer crust. When the melted mass burst out and very quickly cooled, it became granite. That which cooled less quickly became silver, diamonds, and condensed drops of sunlight, declaring diamonds the highest of God's mineral of creation, the priest, and that one country. If Hamed had a time, had a mine of diamonds, he could place his children on the throne of his countries throughout the world. Hamed went to bed that night, poor man, poor because he was discontented and discontented because he thought he was poor. I want a diamond mine. He repeated to himself throughout his sleepless night. He woke the priest early the next morning. Will you tell me where I can find some first diamonds? Yes, diamonds, said the priest. What do you want with the diamonds? The priest asked, what do you want with the diamonds? I want to be immensely rich, replied Mr. Hamed Hikadi. Then go along and find them, and that's all you must do, advised the priest. But priest, if you look for a river that runs over white sand between high mountains, you will always find diamonds in those sands. I don't believe any such rivers exist, Mr. Hamed challenged. He was even challenging the priest when he was being given instruction. Of course it does, the priest suggested. There are many of them, said the priest. All you have to do is to find them. Find those rivers, which Hamed was exactly that they don't exist. Mr. Hamed went to the window and looked out. His gaze fixed on the mountain that brought his farm. I believe you. I will go. He resolved. He sold his farm. Remember, he had a farm. He sold it and collected his money. Leaving his family in a neighbor's care, he went off in a search of diamonds. Starting with the nearest mountain, next he sought in tighter hills in the coast. Finally, he wandered along River Tana when the last of his money had spent, he stood in rage in Khalifi Bay of Malindi. Watching the waves roll in, soon the penniless, hopeless watchman cast himself into the oncoming tide and sank beneath the water, never to rise again. One day the man who had purchased Hamed's farm led his camel into the garden to drink. As the beast lapped the brook's clear water, Hamed's successor noticed a clear splash in the shallow streams of the water. Reaching to the water, he withdrew a blank pebble with an eye of light that reflected all the colors of the rainbow, and returned to his course. Some days later, the priest visited him. The moment the priest saw the gleam from the mountain, he rushed to it. There is a diamond here, he shouted. A diamond has Hamed returned. No, he hasn't, nothing but a stone from one in the garden. But I know A diamond, when I see one, the priest insisted. He insisted that he knows a diamond when he sees one. And I tell you that what this is a beautiful diamond. Together they rushed to the garden stream. They stabbed the white sand with their fingers and they could discover more stone and even more beautiful and valuable than the first. Thus, the diamond mine of Taita was discovered, the most magnificent in history, exceeding even that stream revealed gems that would decorate the crowns of monarchs. Had Hamed remained at home and dug in his own garden instead of wandering aimlessly, searching for diamonds which were not there, he would have had acres of diamonds. No story in literature of mankind better illustrates that your greatest riches are within your own reach. In your own backyard, you can stop looking on the outside for wealth and happiness. Water yourself, immerse yourself in the awareness that your acres of diamonds are within you. Mines, then, and you will be rich. This story teaches along everything, like you always don't have to hope for that. Your minds are also rich. And to my greatest audience, the sad story ends there.